Welcome to Gearhaven. This is a gentle fantasy story from the world of the Detective Glint, where mysteries are solved with kindness instead of fear. Find a comfortable place to rest and let the lantern light guide you. The Baker's Whisper. The bakery was quiet after dusk. Too quiet, some said. The ovens had cooled, the counters were wiped clean, and the last scent of warm bread lingered in the air, like a memory that refused to leave. Detective Glint arrived just as the lanterns along the street flickered to life. He paused outside the door, listening. Inside, the bakery felt different at night. During the day, it was full of motion, hands kneading dough, trays sliding in and out of ovens, voices calling greetings across the room. Now the space seemed to hold its breath. Glint stepped inside and set his lantern down gently on the counter. The baker stood near the back, her apron folded tightly in her hands. "I don't know how to explain it," she said softly. "It's not loud. It's just there." Glint nodded. "Take your time," he said. She described the sounds as whispers, not words exactly, more like breath against brick. They came after closing, when the ovens cooled and the street outside grew still. The neighbors said it was nothing. The city guard suggested sealing the vents, but the baker hesitated. "It doesn't feel angry," she said. "It feels worried." Glint thanked her and asked to be left alone. He moved toward the ovens, lantern light gliding across copper pipes and worn tiles. The bakery was old. Older than the street outside. Older than the baker herself. Places like that remembered things. The whisper came again, so faint it might have been imagined. Glint crouched and placed his lantern on the floor, letting the warm glow spread evenly. "I'm listening," he said. The sound shifted. From behind the ovens a presence stirred. Not a creature, not a ghost. Something thinner, like warmth clinging to stone. "I don't know if I'm still needed," it whispered. Glint didn't reach for tools. He didn't raise his voice. He simply sat. "Why do you think that?" he asked. The whisper grew steadier. "I kept the ovens warm," it said. "I made sure the bread rose evenly. I stayed when the nights were cold." The baker's family had come and gone over generations. The bakery remained, but things changed. New ovens, new methods, less need for old warmth. "I stayed anyway," the presence said. "I didn't want the place to feel empty." Glint nodded slowly. "That's very kind," he said. Silence followed. Not the heavy kind, the listening kind. Then Glint spoke again. "You're not a problem," he said, "but you are tired." The presence trembled. "I don't want to be in the way." "You aren't," Glint said gently, "but you don't have to work alone anymore." He suggested a simple change. The baker would leave one oven warm overnight, just enough to keep the space comfortable. The presence would rest, not vanish, not cling, just be. When the baker returned, the whispers had faded. The bakery felt calm, grounded, warm in a way that didn't press or pull. She thanked Glint, relief softening her shoulders. Later that night, Glint stepped back into the fog. The lantern light followed him down the street. Some mysteries didn't need solving. They needed listening. Back in his office, Glint wrote a single line in his casebook. "Care is not always loud." He closed the book, set his lantern down, and watched the city breathe. Somewhere, bread would rise again in the morning, and the whisper would finally rest. Thank you for spending this time in Gearhaven. If you enjoyed this gentle mystery, you'll find more stories waiting in the playlist. Until next time, keep your lantern close and rest well.